everybody, how you guys doing? And welcome to another great episode. We're gonna have a great show. I'm excited. I see everybody in the background in the green room coming on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy for you to be here. Now listen, you can join the show. You can be involved in the show. If you're watching, you can actually type a comment in the chat room. So you can type in, if you're on Facebook or on Twitter, you can type in right away. If you're watching from my website, The Charles Matthews Show, welcome as well. So if you want to get involved into the program, you can go to my Facebook page. It's The Charles Matthews Show on Facebook, and you can jump in, answer some questions, because we have lots of giveaways and lots of stuff to be involved. So we're so happy that you can be here. Now, to start the show with a bang, I got to bring on two lovely ladies that are going to start off the show, and I can't wait for you to introduce them. They're my partners in crime. Let's welcome to the show, Patch and Marva. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. Hi, ladies. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. We're doing awesome. Great.
Well, thank you so much. I'm excited. You know, COVID or no COVID, we got to do this. Right. We're going to have fun tonight.
Okay, so I'm going to welcome everyone to the 20th Annual Peel United Cultural Partners Black History Concert. Peel United Cultural Partners is it's a partnership of two local Brampton groups. It's the Congress of Black Women Brampton chapter and the United Achievers Club of Brampton. My name is Pat Challenger Braid, and I am the chair of Peel United Cultural Partners, and I'm also a member of the Congress of Black Women. So welcome to the show. And at the same time, we want to take a moment just so we can remember all those who have been affected with COVID. We want to thank all the first responders, essential workers, teachers, the grocery store clerks, everybody who are out there who are putting themselves online to keep us safe. Your service to the greater community is helping us all get through these challenging times. You deserve our applause, and we thank and respect you. So welcome to the show. Marva's going to greet you, and just relax. There you go, Marva. Your turn.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the United Achievers Peel Culture. Joining together for a fantastic night tonight. Thank you for joining us in our 20th Annual Black History Month concert. We are here tonight doing virtually. Who would have said that last year? But you know what? We're here tonight because we want to celebrate Black History Month at its best. Tonight we're going to have singers, storytellers, and so much more. So welcome. My name is Marva Hemmings. We are here for a great time. We are here to have fun, to have laughter, and entertainment tonight is going to be super. So stay tight and just enjoy tonight because it's going to be a fabulous night for everyone. Take care.
Thank you, ladies. Now, already we're getting comments that are coming in. Want to say thank you. So here we go. It says, hey, Pat, long time no see. So you have people watching. So there you go.
That's awesome.
All right. And then we have another one. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're ready to give you a great entertainment show. So it's real simple. We want you to be involved into our show. So if you have comments, put them in. We're going to bring them up. So thank you, ladies, so much for being here. All right. So we cannot get started with now. If this was a real show, okay, we were there live. So Pat and I would get together and find out how to do this. But this next person I'm going to bring on stage would be right beside me, making sure all the acts get on stage, making sure they do everything they need to do. Please welcome to the show, Fiona.
Thank you, Charles. I am Fiona McNeil. I'm president of the Kiwanis Club of Brampton, also a member of the Congress of Black Women. And I bring you greetings on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Brampton for a successful Black History concert. So right now, I'll do the land acknowledgement. The land on which we gather is a traditional territory, the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabeg Nation, and the Mississauga of the Credit First Nation. This territory was the subject of Treaty 19, also known as Adjacence Purchase. We recognize the enduring presence of Indigenous peoples connected to and on this land. We are grateful for the opportunity to gather on this territory and work in this community. We pray to the Creator for strength and wisdom that all may continue to serve as the stewards of the earth. We must be mindful of broken covenants and strive to make this right with the land and with each other. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you so much. And how are you doing?
I'm well. It's COVID, trying to keep safe.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to get into the show, but don't go nowhere. We're going to make sure we bring you on later. Enjoy. We'll see you in a bit. All right. Now, we can't start off the show without the national anthem. And this little angel of mine is going to come on. You've seen her before, and I have to bring her back on again. You can't have a show without her doing the national anthem. Naomi McDonald's coming on. Give her a big round of applause. If you can stand where you are, please stand. She's going to be doing the both national and the Black anthem. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Naomi McDonald. Oh, Canada, tell the nose aïe, ton front essaie de with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true strong and free, from far and wide. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Et ta valeur, deux fois trempée, protège nos fois essais, nos doigts. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the presence has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on to victory is won.
Yes, I have to give her a big round of applause. She did an awesome job. Give her a big round of applause. Wherever you are, give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm still getting comments coming in, and I love to see them. So please, you can hit the like button. You can make some comments here. See, we have comments, and I bring them on like this. Great job. There it is. We want to make this so interactive. I don't care where you are around the world. We'll want to make sure that you're here. We'll introduce you to bring you on. Now we're going to continue into our program, and we have greetings, from Premier Ford. Please sit back and enjoy.
I want to wish a happy Black History Month to everyone here at the virtual concert. Thank the Peel United Cultural Partners for organizing this event and providing important supports and programs to Ontario's Black communities. I also want to congratulate all the people who have made this event possible on 20 incredible years. Black History Month is a time to celebrate Black history, culture, and accomplishments. However, it's also time to reflect and have a vital discussion on how Ontarians can better support our Black communities. Once again, happy Black History Month, and I hope everyone has a great time at the virtual concert.
Yes, and we are back live, and thank you so much for the greetings. Now, I want to bring somebody onto the main stage where that little girl got all that talent from, and I'm going to see if she can come on and sing us a song as well. Let's see if we can get her to do that. Please welcome to the show, Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, how are you, Charles? I tell you, I won't sing, but I'm excited to introduce our Minister of Education. How about that?
Okay, well, I was wondering if the little girl can sing. She must have got the talent from somewhere. So I was like, where did she get the talent from?
Her dad. Yeah, so I'm thrilled to acknowledge and welcome our next speaker, the Honorable Stephen Lecce. Stephen Lecce was born in Vaughan, Ontario, and he's a son of Italian immigrants who came to Canada in the late 1950s. He has served as Ontario Minister of Education since June 20, 2009. As a member of the Progressive Conservative Party, Minister Lecce is a member of the Provincial Parliament for King Vaughan, representing the riding in the Legislative Assembly of Ontario since his election in 2018. Now, I could spend minutes going through his all his accomplishments. However, I think the most important thing you need to know about our Minister of Education is that he is the only minister in the history of public education that has taken over a board because of anti-Black racism. And I'd like to thank Honorable Minister Lecce for his commitment to permanently eradicating anti-Black racism in Ontario. So thank you, and I am so excited for him to bring us greetings.
All right, I don't know. He must be excited to be on as well. I'm looking in the green room. He didn't turn on one camera. He turned on two cameras. Just come on, we're right here. How you doing, my friend? You good?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I was going to pick which camera you wanted. Is it the left side is good for you? The right side is good for you? Which is your better side?
Honestly, at this point, November, I've given up hope. But I want to say thank you, Kathy, for the very kind introduction. This is a real honor for me to be with you. And I think it really underscores the beauty of Black History Month, the fact that people coming together to overcome difficulties and adversity. I also just want to say thank you to everyone who is making a difference in the province of Ontario. Pardon me. To everyone who's making a difference in the province of Ontario, particularly as we combat anti-Black racism and the real difficulties that are perpetuated in education for generations. Kathy McDonald, I think, is worthy of praise, not me, because of her and many other courageous voices who overcame difficulty and a lot of struggle to make sure that people like me, who could be agents of change for positive change, sort of saw the light, and to appreciate the dignity of a human child, that every single person, every youngster deserves to succeed, to get a good education, to be streamed to post-secondary, to get a good job, to aspire for all the things we as Canadians want for the next generation. And so I want to just thank Peel United for creating an opportunity for this discussion, but really for the advocacy of so many of the voices within this organization to insist that for young people in Peel, and really for Black children and racialized kids across this entire province, the change can be delivered. Positive change can be delivered through collective action. Yes, we were the first board, the first government to impose a supervisor for racism in the country. That was regrettable, but to see the positive change that has come as a consequence is really inspiring, and it really gives me hope that we can change this province for good. What I also note is we took action based on that Peel report to deal with de-streaming and ending what is so obviously discriminatory practices, really adversely impacting young people who want to aspire for university or post-secondary education. Ending that practice in the grade 9 math curriculum and looking to expand that principle throughout the curriculum. Also, ending the disproportionate nature of kindergarten and grade 3, often at a rate of 2 or 3 times suspension rates for Black children. We knew we can do more. We knew we had to combat this. And also looking to mandate, which we have, mandatory training of all trustees on human rights promotion and anti-racism, specifically with anti-Black racism built into that curriculum, as well as looking at, as well as mandatory professional development for teachers, for our educators, and new accountability within the College of Teachers for actual acts of racism. So I guess my point is we have done a lot together, but I acknowledge there's much more to do to overcome and to break these systemic barriers that have held back kids for too long. And so I just want to say thank you, all of you, for your advocacy, for your voice. I'm proud to celebrate Black History Month with you in this province and country, and to celebrate inspiring people, those among us like Kathy, who are making a difference every day. So thank you all for what you're doing. Keep going. We are going to get through this pandemic, I assure you, with vaccines and spring and opportunity. I do feel confident that we'll continue to overcome this adversity. So thank you all. Have an amazing day. And thanks again for the opportunity. I appreciate it, Charles.
Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate his time. He did a fantastic job. Kathy.
Nice.
Yes, for him taking out the time we really thank him for taking out the time for coming on. We really just take the time. It means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, Kathy, we'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
All right. We're going to continue with our show. We have a word from our very own Mayor Patrick Brown. Stay tuned. Brampton, if you're in the chat, make some noise.
On behalf of the city of Brampton, I'm thrilled to wish you all an amazing Black History Month. The organizers and the members of the Peel United Cultural Partners bring together some of the longest-standing Black-led community service organizations. In uncertain times, your work is providing a steady hand to many. I want to thank you for your contribution to making Black history in the city of Brampton. Thank you for including me in this amazing tradition in our city. I can't wait to celebrate with you in person next year. Best wishes, and thank you for putting on this digital platform during COVID to celebrate Black history.
Yes. Now I'm going to roll right into it. We can't have this event without this other person. I'm going to bring her right on. I'm so happy that she can be here. There she is. Jermaine, how you doing?
I'm very well, very well. Happy Black History Month. Good to see you, Charles.
You know I'm not popping this off without having you on.
Well, you know, what can I say? It's our melanin needs to be celebrated, you know. First Black woman on city council. I'm happy to be here and big everyone up and send greetings, especially you, Charles.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm so proud that the tenacity and the strength of our ancestors' vision, that vision of freedom, has paved the way for so many great Black men and women in this world today. And I'm just so glad it's helped pave the way to see me have the vision of being the first Black woman elected to city of Brampton, elected to city council, that being a reality. And so 20 years, I have to say, congratulations. This is amazing. The 20th year that the Congress of Black Women, Brampton chapter, and United Achievers of Club of Brampton have hosted this event. And I remember when you guys were at Lester B. Pearson Theater. And God's willing, we'll be there next year having a great celebration. The month of February is our special time to honor the legacy and continuing contributions of Black Canadians. And I know that I'm here today because I stand on the shoulders of so many people who have paved the way for me and for so many of you youngsters who are watching. A lot has changed since last year's Black History Month. And when we were able to sit next to each other and celebrate in the same room, it was a wonderful time. But, I'm still glad and also feel the magnitude of your presence doing this virtually. And over the last year, COVID-19 has changed the way we live and interact with each other. And this has been difficult and it has been challenging for everyone. But this evening, I want to thank the frontline essential workers for their contributions. The city of Brampton is home to so many people who keep the province of Ontario running, keep getting you your packages. If you love that next day shipping for Amazon, thank your Brampton essential workers who are out there getting things shipped to you, taking care of us in our hospitals and our long-term homes. And a big shout out to our teachers. So remember, stay home, stay safe, and practice the core 4. And if you need anything, we are here to support you at the city of Brampton. Remember, City Hall is your hall.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking out the time. But like I said, don't go nowhere because when we start partying later, I want to make sure I see you on there. Is that good?
Sounds great. Sounds
great. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Now, I was about to go to a commercial, but then I seen somebody pop up in my green room, and I can't go straight to commercial without giving her a quick shine on the screen. Please welcome Sonia's Dude.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Happy Black Heritage Month. Thank you, all Peel United Cultural Partners, United Achievers members for inviting me to join you today. Happy to see Kathy McDonald, Charles Matthew. Thank you very much. Great leadership. Kudos to you guys. First of all, I'm beyond thrilled to virtually share the stage with a true Canadian trailblazer, the Honorable Jean Augustine. Jean is an incredible Canadian that opened doors for so many Black women and girls in Canada. She's a person we have to thank for starting the tradition of recognizing the rich history of Canada's Black community during the Black History Month. Black History Month is a very, very important way to us to celebrate and recognize Black Canadians and their contribution to our society. This means not just preserving Black Canadians and culture for future generations of Canadians, but also celebrating and instilling shared responsibilities when it comes to addressing justice and combating racism. We have a great Black community here in Brampton, and I'm so happy that we can have celebration like this that celebrate the beautiful culture and recognize that Canada has been strengthened by the contribution of so many Canadians living in every province and territory across the country. Like so many Bramptonians, many members of our Black community work in essentials job. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's working hard to keep our city and country strong. We know that the last year has been challenging for all of us, and we cannot gather to celebrate Black History Month like we normally do, but I'm looking forward to when we can all gather again. Thank you so much. And from Brampton team, happy Black Heritage Month.
Thank you so much for joining us. See you later.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll be right back. But before we go, I have to do a big shout out to Jeff Hi, Jeff. I see you watching. Thank you so much. Jeff, I can't wait till we can get back together again and sit down and have a big plate of jerk chicken together. I know that's your favorite meal. All right. We're going to get into our program. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Yes, that's all of our sponsors. And we just want to thank you so much for sponsoring this event, because it wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. So once again, give all of our sponsors a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Now, I'm just going to let you know, we have over 113 people from all around the world watching so far. Keep coming in. Keep your comments coming in. We love to have you. But we're here to see a show. So let's get right into it. Our first entertainment for the evening is the Heritage Singers. And if you know them, they've been around for many years for cultural singing, and they have been so gracious to give us some videos so we can bring to you the start of our show. Please sit back and relax. Here is the Heritage Singers. Fantastic job. Did you know that they've been together over 44 years? That is a long time to be together. And they have over 30 members in the group. Now that's longevity, something they love doing, performing all the way around the world. Great performance. What we're going to do is give you a second dose. So stay tuned. Here is the Heritage Singers.
Many rivers to
fantastic job. I'm going to bring on Kathy, Pat. Kathy, I don't know about you, but when I hear that song again, it just brings me back. It has some type of emotion that comes over. What do you think when you hear that song?
I just think of the resilience of a people and all the wonderful contributions that Black people have been making to Canada and the world. I think of Dr. Kizmeka Korbe, who is credited for key work on coronavirus vaccine. So she's an African-American scientist. And I just, I'm so inspired and moved by this song.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about the beat alone when it starts, I get a little little hair something starts. I don't know what it is. You've heard it so many times in so many different versions. I don't care what version you hear it.
Yeah,
it still does something to me.
Yeah.
So
it's a song of hope.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, this next performer coming on, where did you find this next performer?
This next performer is a young lady. She's in a first-year university student, and I got her from a friend of mine, and she is so expressive. It's ballet, and she's so graceful. So I loved watching her perform, and I hope everyone will enjoy her next performance.
Yes, it says here in her bio, she loves doing what she loves to do here, and she actually
She loves it.
Yeah, she goes to Western, so that is fantastic as well. For her to take the time out.
Yes.
So it's busy, but to do this and send it to us. So thank you so much. So let's sit back and enjoy her performance.
And her dance is called
She walked towards you with her head down low. She wondered if there's a way out of the blue. Who's gonna take her home this time? She knew that this time wouldn't be the last time. There she waits, looking for a savior. Someone to save her from a dying self. Always taking 10 steps back and 1 step forward. She's tired, but she don't stop.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Another big round of applause for her. Oh, sorry, Pat. I was so excited to push the button to get it going. You were explaining what the song was called.
Yeah, first we should also mention her name. It's Ania Stewart Vieira. And she is, like we said, she's a first-year student. She's a Black, I think I don't have the full name of her thing, but it's a Black ballet dancing student. And her song was called She, which was a testament to the strength and the resilience of women.
Yeah, that was graceful. You know, I used to do ballet.
Really?
Hey, I gotta put it out there. Somebody will believe me. You know what I mean? Somebody will believe me.
Okay.
Well, this next act coming on, I have to mention because he always does a fantastic job. I'm gonna bring Kathy back on. Kathy.
I'm still in shock about you and ballet. I think you're as graceful as an elephant, Charles.
I'm telling you, I love the virtual world. No one can say no. They can put in the comments, but they believe me. They trust me. Well, this is the next entertainment is coming up. You might know them.
I think so, especially since I birthed them all.
Well, I have to give this is I think this is Benji, right? Coming up with these concepts and everything.
Yes, he's so creative. He's not only book smart, but he's artistic smart. He's very creative.
Well, I love them, and I hope everybody else loves them too. Enjoy and listen. I don't care if you're in your home, watching in your car. If you feel the beat, come on, we can get up and dance. Enjoy.
Thank you.
everybody. I hope you're enjoying the music so far. Just letting you know that the Young Legends of Pan is on Instagram and Twitter. For any inquiries...
Yes, they were fantastic. I was sitting there dancing away, getting into it. I'm reading all the comments, and I have to put this one on the screen. Myrna Adams wants to know, she goes, Charles, I can't get that picture out of my mind right now of me doing ballet.
Okay, sure. Okay, I think you need to give an example.
Yeah.
Let me stretch first.
I think we need an example, Kathy.
I agree.
I promise my fans I will do it right after we do a commercial break, because we have to thank our major sponsor. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I am honored to be a participant of Black History Month and recognize the immeasurable contributions and sacrifice made by Black people throughout our history. Having had the invaluable experience and good fortune of being raised in a diverse community, it's a privilege to service the real estate needs of clients from all walks of life. The ongoing need for equality and an accurate account of the telling of history still eludes us as a country and society. Thank you for including me in this great event. I look forward to working with you more in the future.
Yes, we'd like to thank our sponsor, our major sponsor. Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Because it would not be possible with all of our sponsors. So thank you so much for coming on board. Now, we're going to move it right along. This next person I'm going to bring in, I've been bothering her and teasing her in the green room. She can see everything I've been saying. We actually have an event together tomorrow. All right. She is a storyteller. She is inspirational. When she comes on, she is just fire. She's been in many awards. You've seen her, JCA, Harry Jerome, The Gleaner. She's done many things. I just want to bring her on before we get started and just talk to her, because I know it's going to be fire. Please welcome to the show, Sandra Whiting. Sandra. Hey, Sandra. Unmute yourself, Sandra.
I thought I had, first of all, Kathy's right. There is no way in this green earth that you can dance ballet. So, Kathy, I'm with you, my sister. I'm with you.
I thought we were a team. Where's the love? Like,
I know. Okay, my brother, you're going to be so beautiful when you make your debut. What can I say?
But please, before we get started, tell everybody how you got started in this, because you know it's an art to tell a story, to bring people into what you do. You know, why did you want to start telling stories and stuff?
Well, my mother said from the time I learned how to talk, I never shut up. But as another story, my mom was a great storyteller. And, you know, she would tell us stories, but not in a formal way, but at the dinner table, and her friends would come over. And by the time you finish, you were like, what? But I had heard lots of stories. I grew up listening to Miss Lou. But when I came to Canada, I met a man who was dating a friend of mine. His name is Dan Yashinsky. And Dan had this great idea to have storytelling for adults every Friday night. And so I thought, So I went, and they used to have it at churches and old barns all over the place, all over Toronto. Right. And it was mostly librarians. But I was so enthralled. And I was like, yes, I love this. I went every week. It's called 1001 Friday Nights of Storytelling. Still going after 42 years, I believe. They've never missed a Friday.
There you go. So we're excited to have you on. So the stage is yours. Let's dive in and bring us into your world.
Thank you. This story I'm going to tell is from the United States. I thought a lot about what story to tell, and I remembered this one. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who used to breed white leghorn chickens for sale. But times were hard, and his farm wasn't making a lot of money. And friends said to him, why don't you go up into the mountain and bring down the old eagle who lives there and put him in a cage, and you can charge people lots of money. And the farmer thought that would be a great idea. So he took his gun and he went up into the mountain, and he tried to catch the old eagle. The old eagle was strong, and he beat his wings on the farmer's face, and he clawed the farmer. But the farmer had the gun, and the farmer shot and killed that beautiful bird. And so the farmer went back down, and when he got back, the friend said, go back up and bring the eagle's eggs, because you can put them under your best setting hen, and nobody's seen an eaglet up close. Put them in cages and you can charge lots of money. And that's what he did. He went down and he found the eagle's eggs, 2, and he brought them back to his farmyard, put them under 2 of his best setting hens. And time passed, more time passed, and soon the first little eaglet was born. He poked his head out, looked around, and tried to go back into the shell. He was a poor little weak eaglet. He didn't know he was an eaglet. He looked around, and they called him Tom. Tom was afraid of his shadow. He would hide. He never got enough to eat because the chickens would peck at him. More time passed, and the second little eaglet was born. He was different. He poked his head out, looked around, and came out as if he owned the farmyard. They called him Turk. And Turk always got more than enough to eat because the chickens would always part when Turk was around. And one day, Turk called out to Tom. He said, hey boy, come here. Why are you always being so afraid? You need to fix up yourself, boy. Put some jerry curl on your head feathers. I like my head feathers. Well, they put them down, man, and get some lightning lotion. And then you can look like all the chickens. But Tom didn't listen, and they began to call him Uncle Tom, and Turk ruled. One day, an old eagle was passing over the farmyard, spotted the 2 brown specks, landed on a branch, and called out to Turk. Hey, eaglet, fly up here. I want to talk to you. What did you call me? Eaglet, fly up here. But I can't fly, said Turk. I'm a chicken. Oh, you ain't no chicken. You are an eagle. What's an eagle? Fly up here and I'll tell you. And Turk flapped. Oh, he was flying. He was flying. He was so excited. And he landed on the branch and he started to talk. Who were my parents? Well, your father was king of the skies and your mother was the queen. You mean I'm royalty? I always knew it. I always knew it. And why am I this color? Because brown is the color of royalty. I'm a prince. We're princes. And he called out to Tom. Hey, Uncle Tom, guess what, boy? We're princes. And Tom looked at him and said, why don't you get your sorry self back into the farmyard before the farmer catches you? But, said Turk, leave him, said the old eagle. Leave him. He has been brainwashed. He has not known his history. He does not know who he is. One day, maybe he will awaken. Come, Turk, we're going on a journey. Where are we going? Well, come, but I can't fly. Of course you can. Of course you can. And they set out. And they went for many, many hundreds of miles they flew over a huge desert. The desert of the sea average. The desert of I don't care. I can't make it. Oh, yes, you can. And then they came to a huge mountain, the mountain of racism, the mountain of injustice, the mountain that judges people by the color of their skin, not by the content of their brains or of their character. Come, said the old eagle, keep on flying. And Turk, always remember who you are. Always remember your heritage and your history. You're a product of a nation of people who are artisans and farmers and storytellers and students. Remember always to fly high. That's the end of that story.
That's right here. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm looking at the comments. The comments are just coming in about the story. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. I'm reading the comments and I'm so excited because I love the interaction. I love when people can remember.
Yeah, I can see it, but this is great.
When they can remember the stories from themselves, when their grandmother told them stories. My nana told me stories. My grandmother said something to me sometimes that it made me stop and think. And that's what your stories do. So here, I'm going to put some up real quick. See? Explosions right there.
Thank you so much. It was my honor to be here.
There you go. They're just coming in. They're just flying in. There you go.
We are eagles. Yes. Yes, we are indeed.
Well, thank you so much. And I can't wait to do this again with you tomorrow. I will see you later.
Okay, darling. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, we are all eagles, and stand up, make some noise. Thank you so much for everybody. And yes, I will put you on the screen because this is an interactive show. We want to make sure that you are seen. We're going to take a quick commercial break for some of our sponsors. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Our guest speaker is coming up. I see her in the background, smiling and laughing away at all the performances, and I can't wait to bring her on. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com.
I am honored to be a participant of Black History Month and recognize the immeasurable contributions and sacrifice made by Black people throughout our history. Having had the invaluable experience and good fortune of being raised in a diverse community, it's a privilege to service the real estate needs of clients from all walks of life. The ongoing need for equality and an accurate account of the telling of history still eludes us as a country and society. Thank you for including me in this great event. I look forward to working with you more in the future.
The United Achievers Club has been celebrating Black History Month as early as 1989. The first event was called The Historical Perspectives of Blacks in North America. The club hosted youth talent nights and many other activities which showcased the rich Caribbean and African heritage of a people who have made Canada their home and those who have called Canada home for generations. Over the years, there have been many notable keynote speakers and performances from doctors, judges, lawyers, politicians, entertainers, Juno and Grammy Award winners, athletes, and leaders within the African, Caribbean, and Black community that have charged our youth to dream big, work hard, get the education they are entitled to, develop an excellent work ethic, and never give up. But above all, to know their culture, to be proud of their history, and to never stop learning. There is no better venue in Peel region to gather to be inspired. There is no better place to listen to first-class entertainment from classically trained pianists, cellists, saxophonists, and steel pan prodigies. There is no better place to hear the riveting words of dub poets and wordsmiths as they challenge and reflect on social justice, Black lives, and the great achievement of a people that society often tries to erase from history. In 2002, The United Achievers Club joined forces with the Congress of Black Women. Together, both clubs have worked to continue to bring exquisite entertainment. This wonderful extravaganza is also a great way of disseminating information, inspiring our youth, and empowering the community to continue to excel in all areas in spite of any obstacle in our life's journey. We believe, persevere, achieve, and succeed. We honor the past and inspire the future, and man, did we do so much more. This year we are examining education, the pathway to success, with our esteemed keynote speaker, Mr. Pat Case, and our community matriarch, the Honorable Jean Augustine, who put forth a motion 25 years ago, making Black History Month an official celebration across this great country. Thanks to the generosity of Maureen Guichard and her family, we have had an essay competition for nearly 10 years. As you watch and reminisce, note that the fashion may have changed, but the cost of the ticket and the high caliber of standards of the evening has remained pretty constant. This event would not be possible without our donors, sponsors, volunteers, and you, our audience. Thank you for your support, and thank you for all you do to make the region of Peel the best place to raise African, Black, and Caribbean children in Canada.
Now, we have to give that a big round of applause. How many years has gone by and we've done a fantastic job wherever you are. That is amazing. Just looking back at all those pictures of all the years, and I have to tell you one quick story. Joining the team, meeting everybody like Pat, Kathy, Marjorie, it's changed my life. So I'm saying it out there right now in public. Thank you, ladies, for bringing my family to yours. You guys have been so much to me, the journey we've gone through. So I thank you so much. And with that said, I'm going to bring on another partner of a crime of mine. We do the Celebrity Men That Can Cook. She's going to be coming on to introduce the Community Award recipient. So please welcome to the show, my friend and yours, the gorgeous Marjorie. Hi, Marjorie.
Hello, Charles, partner in crime.
I
Over the years.
I couldn't do this without, I got to have my ladies with me. I couldn't do this without you.
Well, you're like a son to us, okay?
So you have the pleasure of announcing the Community Award recipient. So I'm going to leave it up to you. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Today I've been given the honor of introducing our Black History Recognition Award recipient, the Honorable Dr. Jean Augustine, who has met and exceeded the criteria established for this award. Jean Augustine made history as the first Black woman elected to Canada's Parliament and served from 1993 to 2006. Her tenure included distinguished service as Parliamentary Secretary to the Prime Minister, Minister of State for Multiculturalism and the Status of Women, Chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, and Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Her legislative successes included the historic Black History Month motion and the groundbreaking Famous Five motion, which authorized the first and still the only statutes on Parliament Hill depicting women other than Queen Elizabeth. From 2007 to 2015, she served as Ontario's first ever Fairness Commissioner. In 2008, the Jean Augustine Chair in Education, Community and Diaspora was launched at York University to help advance education, equity, and inclusiveness. Also in her name, our Girls Leadership Academy in Scarborough, a Center for Young Women's Empowerment in a municipal park in Etobicoke, a secondary school in Brampton, and a multipurpose complex and district park in Vaughan. A member of the Order of Canada and commander of the Order of the British Empire, Jean Augustine holds honorary doctorates from universities of McGill, Toronto, York, Windsor, Waterloo, Guelph, and Trent, and supports scholarships at Centennial College, George Brown, and Humber College. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Dr. Jean Augustine. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
So honored for you to be on the show tonight. I thank you so much. I know you're always busy, but we thank you so much for joining us.
I'm so very pleased to be with these Talawa women that you've had on. Sandra, you don't mind if I borrow that term from you or from the Jamaicans. In Grenada, we say strong women. And it is my pleasure to see this evening Marjorie and Pat and Kathy and all of you who've been doing this work these many, many years. And in this 25th anniversary of the celebration of Black History Month in Canada, it's my pleasure to not only greet you, but to say that 25 years ago, when I stood up in the House of Commons and asked my colleagues to designate February as Black History Month in Canada, it was not an easy time because of all the nonsense in Canadian society that we had not yet dealt with. We know that we've been in this country since the 1600s, the early 1600s, 1603, they tell us, or before. We also know that we've been part of the development and the growth of Canada, that we've been making our contributions to Canada. We also know of those things that have happened that have created for us disadvantages in the society. The United Empire loyalists with their slave, the buying and selling of African Canadians on Canadian soil, the struggle we've had around employment and policing and the judicial system and all those issues that have been opened up as a result of the pandemic and brought to the fore the fact that here in 2021, looking back into 2020, we see so much that needs to be done. We've done some things, and all of us as volunteer and activists and advocates and community people, we see some things where we've marched forward. And we see allies, your own mayor of Brampton and so many people, Sonia Sidhu and others who are allies with us, ensuring that we march forward and that we make it better, not only for ourselves, but for our children and for those to come after us. I'm not too sure if this is the appropriate time, but you have given to me this wonderful plaque, Peel United Cultural Partners, and I want to acknowledge and thank you for the recognition, because I can tell you that many of the things that I've done, many of the paths that I have trodden have been with you and with others. No one does or achieves anything alone or by themselves. You know the old saying, you want to go far or you want to go fast, and how that is done. You go alone or you take others with you. And I've always struggled to take others with me because I want to accomplish some things in the society. To designate February as Black History Month in Canada took some doing. you would like to know that or remember that it was before we had texts and all the social media feeds and everything to alert other parliamentarians of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to put on the table. So it was walking with the motion, talking to all 305 members of parliament. Some of them were not really interested, but I had to make sure that I convinced them that this was a motion that would change the nature of Canadian society. And so the motion was to the point that we were here, we've been part of the settlement, we've been part of the development, we've been contributing, we are a diverse community, and ask that we designate a time for us to tell our stories. You see, Marcus Garvey was the one who said to us, a people without the knowledge of their past, the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture, is like a tree without roots, and therefore, remembering that, we recognize how important it is to know our past history, to know this, and to recognize, and for all Canadians to realize that Black History Month is not just for Black people, that Black History Month is a reminder of the history of Canada, is a reminder that we ought to know and we have to know each other's history if we are to progress as a people, if we are to find room within our organizations, within boardroom tables, if we are to recognize what has opened up as gaps, who are the essential workers, the haves and the have-nots in our society, we have to know each other's history. We have to feel each other's pain. We have to rejoice in each other's successes and contributions that we've made to Canadian society. And we have to do this because it's important for us as Canadians. I find that our young people sometimes know more about Washington and about the United States. We have in our midst a very, very rich African Canadian history. We have the equivalent of the Rosa Parks with Viola Desmond. We have the Oscar Peters, and on and on and on. We can pull out Canadians who've excelled. We have Canadians who've been here 7 and 8 generations. We have newcomers in our midst. And at the same time, we're all working towards this diverse and inclusive society. And so Black History Month, 25 years later, has come at a time when, coming out of the pandemic, the brutal, savage killing of George Floyd, the Black Lives Matter, pushing towards a social justice, anti-racism, and systemic discrimination. And at the same time, we're in the midst of the decade for people of African descent, where all of the nations of the world have agreed that it doesn't matter where people of African descent are in the world, the situations are the same. The issues of incarceration, the issues of mental health, poor employment outcomes, so many things, so many similarities from one country to the next. And so we have a decade to bring that together. We have a decade to right those wrongs. We have a decade to realize what needs to be done and how we need to do this if we are to move forward into a world where diversity is our strength, as we say over and over, and at the same time, inclusivity has to be the way forward. It is for young people, and it is for what you do as the achievers or the scholarships you give through the Congress of Black Women and all the things that are happening where we put the spotlight on our young people, because it's important, Pat, and it's important that all of us realize that we have to pass the baton. So Marjorie and Pat, and we're working for today, and we're passing the baton to the young people. Thank you.
Well,
thank you.
Unmute yourself, Marjorie. You're muted. There you go. Go ahead, Marjorie.
I'm still muted?
Nope, go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just saying I thank Dr. Augustine for her wonderful speech here and encouragement to us. And I'm just honored to, always, see her and appreciate what she has done. And we are standing on her shoulders.
And I just want to say thank you. Growing up, Black history was a little different for me. Or growing up as a father, that I can actually take my daughter and look at the bus go by and show her that you're on that bus and say, look, see, we have people, like you said, here around us that is trailblazing. Thank you so much for doing what you do. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to move it right along. And if you want more information, just to stay tuned. We have a lot of things. Let me bring Kathy on. Kathy.
Yes.
There you go. How does it feel? Like I have to say, like I said, I'm looking at the TTC bus go by, and I'm showing my daughter, like, look, see, look. You go on the other side, you see all the faces on the TTC. We've come a long way, but like she said, we can move forward. There's a lot more we can do. Because remember, when I was Black history, we didn't have that. I couldn't point at no bus. I couldn't say, oh, that person right there. Yeah. We can see them. They're around us. We can share it with our children and say, look, you know what I mean? We have people around us. We don't always have to look at the states and look at stuff. We have our own stuff.
Absolutely. And it's so important because representation matters. And if you see it, you can be it.
Yes.
And absolutely. Within your own Canadian society to see that we have amazing people doing amazing things, because I think it's so important that we don't have to look elsewhere, right? So it's just, and I'm proud to call the Honorable Jean Augustine a mentor and a friend, and I learn from her. Every day I learn something new from her, and it's a privilege to be in her presence.
Now I understand what my parents used to say. You see, if they can do it, you can do it. Because I'm saying the same thing now to my kids. You see her picture on the bus? If she can get on the bus, you can get on the bus.
Absolutely.
The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit.
Exactly. We can all do it. Let's dive right back into the show. Now, this next lady coming up, we've all seen her grow up right in front of us. I call her Maddie. She's been growing up with us for Carabram, for anything. And so let's start part 2 of our show with the beautiful Maddie. Let's go.
All I could ever be to you is a darkness that we knew, and this regret I'd come so accustomed to. Once it was so right when we were at our height, waiting for you in the hotel at night. I knew I hadn't met my match when every moment we could snatch. I don't know why I got so attached. It's my responsibility. You don't owe nothing to me, but to walk away I have no capacity. He walks away, the sun goes down. He takes the day, but I am grown, and in your way, in this blue shade, my tears dry on their own. I don't understand, why do I stress the man when there's so many bigger things at hand? We could have never had it all, we had to hit a wall, so this is inevitable withdrawal. Even if I stop wanting you, perspective pushes through. I'll be some next man's other woman soon. I shouldn't play myself again, I should just be my own best friend, not mess myself in the head with stupid men. He walks away, the sun goes down. He takes the day, but I am grown, and in your way, in this blue shade, my tears dry on their own. So we are history, your shadow covers me, the sky above ablaze. He walks away, the sun goes down. He takes the day, but I am grown, and in your way, in this blue shade, my tears dry on their own. I wish wish I could sing no regrets and no emotional debts. Cause as we kiss goodbye, the sun sets. So we are history. The shadow covers me. The sky above a blaze that only lovers see. He walks away. The sun goes down. He takes the day, but I am grown. And in your way, in this blue shade, my tears dry on their own. He walks away. The sun goes down. He takes the day, but I am grown. And in your way, in this blue shade, my tears dry on their own. Yeah. He walks away and the sun goes down. He takes the day, but I am grown. And in your way, in this deep blue shade, my tears dry on their own.
Big shout outs going out to Madison. Every year, she just gets bigger and better. She just does great things. So great job, Madison. Pat, do you remember when we started off? Let me bring Kathy into this as well, and I'm going to bring Marjorie back into this as well. Do you guys remember us starting and doing Carabram and doing all these little events? And
yeah, you can see her in the pictures. You can look at the montage. You can see her grow in the pictures. And,
oh my gosh! Yes.
Part 2 of the montage. Yeah, you'd see.
I saw that. I saw it. Yes.
it's amazing. Yeah. Yes, it's amazing.
Kathy, that first part of the 20 years anniversary was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, just to see all of us and where we've come from and how we started.
Yeah.
Amazing how our shows have grown. I think Marjorie, we did during the year. You've given away so many scholarships.
That's true. Over close to 400.
Yeah, and see where they come back. You know, we did videos and they've come back, and it just makes us feel good. Makes me feel good to see where we started. Remember, I started with you guys when I was 15.
Charles.
Marjorie's like, don't do that. Don't say
And I want to set the record straight, Margie. Charles is not like a son to me, more a brother. And we're not like punished yet.
I said, I am senior to you guys, so I'm really careful how you behave.
All right. We're going to get into a great video. Pat and I wanted to get into this video. It touches on what Honorable Jean Augustine was talking about. So I want you guys to watch the video really carefully because it shows you where it is, Canadians, what we've done. So watch this video. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Joys every heart.
Wow.
That was powerful. That was powerful. So, all right. So I got some clarification here. I got from Maddie. She's like, I think it's been 13 years. And I also got from everybody here, they want to say greetings from Grenada.
Okay.
There you go. We have people all around watching. And they just want to thank, there we go. Thank you for the inspirational as always. So please keep bringing in your comments. We love seeing your comments. Keep bringing them in. So we're going to dive right back into our show. We have a lot more performances, so don't go nowhere. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Yes, we are back live, and Pat is on with me. We have a spoken word coming up, Pat, and I think it's powerful. Make sure that you guys listen to the words very carefully. We want to bring some young people in and just listen to what they have to say.
So
Pat,
yes,
you
and
there?
this spoken word will be done for us today by Kiana. Here, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay, so the spoken word will be done for us today by Kiana Madri. So let's welcome Kiana to the stage.
The world works in mysterious ways. Success seems so far away. In the year 2017, I put pen to paper and wrote, I can't breathe. I can't breathe because I can see the souls of my people, my family, my ancestors drowning in the seas which they were forced to cross to come to this foreign land. On May 25th, 2020, I heard the words I wrote in real time. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. For 8 minutes and 46 seconds, he couldn't breathe. I watched a man die on live TV, lynched for everyone to see. We watched the breath be stolen from one of our own bodies. The world watched a man die because he couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe 3 years ago, and then on May 25th, 2020, my breath was taken away in disbelief. Our own brother died as he screamed, I can't breathe. Rest in power, Mr. George Floyd. When will the world learn? This is history in the making. The white man kills with not a flinch, but a hand on his hip sitting blissfully atop his neck. This is personal. The second I saw myself under the knee of the white man, under the gaze of so many eyes, something in me choked and went silent. I was so tired. My journey was frozen in time as the world kept rolling out a screen in front of my eyes. Everyone expected me to sprint right along with the world so fast. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even catch my breath. How can I run in a world that's spinning right back into the past? But who am I to say? My breath was taken away when my heart still has the privilege to beat. The world seems so quiet for a second. So many questions. Why still? Why now? Why us? History repeats itself over and over. Mr. Floyd was a lesson ignored. Everyone wants answers. They want comfort. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, white fragility is the discomfort and defensiveness on the part of a white person when confronted by information about racial inequality and injustice. No, you don't understand and you never will, and it will never seem real to you because it won't ever be you. And I'm tired too, tired of seeing the thrill so many of you get off of our struggle. We are history in the making. Our history, our existence is education in real time. When will the world learn? Or when will you learn? The world is our education. Black people, take notes, memorize, apply, and make change. Education is the road to success. Success isn't just what you learn within education, but it's how we apply it. Your mind becomes a weapon only when you understand the power which you possess. Weaponize your minds. We seek power in the world, yet we fail to realize that unification is power. It's one of the few steps left to take. Weaponize your mind. Education is our weapon. This means understanding when and how to use it best. Weaponize your mind. Take notes, memorize, apply, and make change towards success. When applying our knowledge of anatomy, we should be able to see that race is merely a visual difference and not a biological one. There is only one human race. My biology makes me no different than he who kneels on the necks of others as a sign of supremacy. That's disgusting. The universe put us and them in the same pot and made them us and us them, and we are one, yet this is not what we are taught to see. We stumble through this world blind to the love which could be, and instead face the searing sight of the hateful fight of life. Life, one to live and some to give, some to take and some to, well, some to be frozen in time, some to be killed, some to be stopped by red, blue, and white lights, some to never come home or make it to their kids' bus stops in time, some to bleed out in their cars, in the streets, and in their homes, some to fall out of buildings, some names we'll never know, some to struggle to breathe as they lay on the concrete. I can't breathe. Life as a Black individual is a fight to live, some to watch, to witness, to deny, and to be traumatized, some to be enraged and afraid at the hands of them. That's just us, though. Or is it? Even though us is them and they are us, let us be excellent, empower our souls, apply our minds, and speak with power. Create the path to success. When will the world learn? The world is our education. We are history in the making. We are in power, and we are writing the words that our sons and daughters will read. We are the path to success. Life is ever-changing, and the world works in mysterious ways. But trust me, success is not so far away. Thank you.
Wow, I had to bring Marjorie back on because Marjorie, isn't she she's a past recipient, is she not?
That's correct. That's correct. We're quite pleased, they keep in touch, and she's one of those that have.
Yeah, and that was powerful. We have to give her a big round of applause. That is powerful. What's been going on in our society, in our world, for her to come up with a poetry for that, for us to understand what they're thinking as young people is fantastic. So congratulations. We're going to get right back into the steel pan. Here we go. we're going to keep the show rolling, and we'd like to have one more thing to understand. It is fantastic. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back. Pay some bills. Don't go nowhere. CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com. Yes, how you guys doing? We're so thankful that you can be here. Our numbers keep growing, so please keep putting the comments in, keep putting the chats in. We're actually going to show you part 2 of our slide. We've done so great. People saw the part 1. Get ready for part 2. Here we go.
Down by the river, singing songs of joy on this lovely day. Oh yeah, yeah. 3 singing birds told me by sunrise he's always there in the morning, praying and blessing the day. I've heard about this little tale long time ago, but never had the faith to believe in my soul. Yeah. Now Mother Nature sent to me 3 little birds, singing a song, convincing me it was so. Now I'm on my way. Anyone come to see me this day, tell them I'll be gone for the day. I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. Oh yeah, I'll be down by the river, singing songs of joy on this lovely day. Oh yeah, whoa.
Yes, brought back some memories. I love seeing the old pictures and how we've come along, brought back some memories. Let me bring some Kathy back on, because Kathy, you always has the stories of what's going on. Can you talk about our very first show in Brampton?
Oh, well, I can tell you, it seems like 20 years ago. Well, it actually seems like 50 years ago. and I'm 50. So, but let me tell you, it's a labor of love. Every time we do these shows, it's truly a labor of love. And, I just watching Madison, and we saw Kendra, just powerful words. It's truly amazing. And, just seeing the steel pan, I remember the kids, standing on, having to build platforms for them. It's really, really funny. And there's a Trini, because we have to make sure we bring in the Trini story. There is another song that the steel pan played, which is really, really funny. Hooking Me. So hopefully you will hook that line that on up after. But it's just joy to see the kids grow up. I remember Madison. I mean, she was just, I don't think she could past the podium when she first started, you know, and to see her blossom into a full, like she's a big woman now, you know, like can work to drive and thing, you know. So it's just amazing.
Well, hopefully I'll be doing that wedding soon. So whatever,
Yeah.
I'll be the MC of the wedding, whatever it comes. I think we just gave her mom a heart attack right on the air, right there. Marty, tell us the story of your first shows in Brampton and just seeing the community come out and support.
Well, actually, the biggest inspiration for me for this collaboration is that working together, because all the organizations used to have their own Black History Month. So just coming together, and I want to mention that in the initial stages, we had 2 other organizations that were a part of Peel United Cultural Partners. And one was the Sisterhood Cultural Club and the Peel Sisters of Color in Action. Those 2 are no longer active, but they were very pivotal, very instrumental in the formation of this PUCP. And of course, there's so many stories to tell. We really don't have enough time.
Well, let's get right back into our program. Kathy, you have the honor of introducing a great person coming up. He's been in the green room the whole time. I see him laughing and giggling, seeing some of the stuff. So please, let's welcome him to the show. Go ahead.
Sir Patrick Case. It's such an honor for me to introduce our keynote speaker. Patrick Case is the Assistant Deputy Minister and Chief Equity Officer in the Education Equity Secretariat of the Ministry of Education. Mr. Case was most recently an assistant professor in the Department of Political Science at the University of Guelph. He's an adjunct professor at Osgood Hall Law School and director of the Osgood Hall Law School Certificate Program in Human Rights Theory and Practice. From 1979 to 1985, Mr. Case was a school trustee with the Toronto Board of Education. And from 1989 to 1999, he was an equity advisor with the same board. From 1999 to 2009, Mr. Case held an appointment as a commissioner at the Ontario Human Rights Commission. You can see he has equity in everything he does. He has been a trade unionist, a school trustee, a practitioner whose chief focus was serving women who are survivors of male violence. Mr. Case has served as a staff lawyer in the Family Law Division at Parkdale Community Legal Services. He is the past chair of the Canadian Race Relations Foundation, which was created as part of the federal government's redress agreement with Japanese Canadians, and has been a co-chair of the Equality Rights Panel of the Court Governance Advisory Panel in 2015, and one of 2 individuals appointed to the Minister of Education to review the governance and administration of the York Region District School Board. But to me, most importantly, Mr. Case is the mastermind behind the action plan to end anti-Black racism in Peel and Ontario. So I'd like you to welcome this unsung hero, our community's best secret weapon, our very own Mr. Patrick Case.
Well, that's quite a send up. That's quite a send up. That's for sure.
How you doing, sir? How you doing?
I mean, the problem with that bio as well is that, you know, my office sends that bio, and my problem is with it. I try to get people to say, don't read it all, because the thing is, it makes it seem as though I can't keep a job, right? There's all this stuff in it, you know. But really and truly, most of that stuff is done. Well, I actually had, I think, maybe 2 full-time jobs, and the rest of it is just stuff on the side, you know. The only job that I've done that I haven't been able to do work on the side is this damn job I'm in right now at the Ministry of Education. There is no time, right? Outside of this, I was at the university and I was on court challenges and I was teaching at Osgood and so on and so forth. But at the Ministry of Education, wow, I gotta tell you, it's serious business, right? In terms of the amount of work. And you can imagine right now with COVID going on, although most of the work that I'm involved with doesn't have to do with COVID, but still has to do with equity and human rights. And I'll get to that in a bit, right? First, though, I want to just say thank you so much for inviting me here tonight. This is a real honor to be here. And the show has been absolutely fantastic. I've just been riveted. And Charles is right. I've been sitting here dancing in my seat and flopping away, right? As things have been going on. A lot of fun. So, congratulations, of course, on putting this on, despite the fact that we have to be distanced from each other. And hopefully next year, that's just not the case anymore. But, let me get started here. I want to do two things. One, I want to talk about some history and about the shoulders of the giants we stand on in doing work on human rights and equity, and then talk about the Peel Board of Education and the example set by people at the Peel Board. I mean, Kathy, sort of like gives me credit for doing this and so on. The fact of the matter is that it's the people of Peel, right? And Kathy and Noka DeCrue who win the honors here. Let me get to that in a while. The human rights era that we're in is not that old, right? It's just not that old. I mean, I don't know how much people know about this, but it's literally just a little over 70 years old. Before that time, there was no law that you could call on to defend our rights within society. And of course, there are a whole bunch of examples of how that was the case, some of which you know, and some of which you may not know. Back in 1921, a family, the Reynolds family, went into a theater in Montreal, a Lowe's theater. And, they bought tickets and they went in and sat down. And before they could get themselves comfortable, the usher came along. Back in those days, like I'm sure that there are a whole bunch of you people out there watching this who are too young to even know what I'm talking about when I say a theater usher. But these people would come in, they had people working in theaters, and they had trays that would come down the aisleway, and they would sell drinks and they would sell cigarettes in the theater and so on. And quite often what they would do as well is they had a flashlight to show you your seat, okay? So this usher came along with a flashlight and said to the Reynolds family, "You can't sit there." And they're like, "What? Negroes sit over there." So they told them they had to move. Of course, the family refused to move. Big ruckus. Case went to court. And in court, the decision was, you know what? This is private property, the theater. And we, the court, can't tell private property owners what to do with their property. They're within their rights to tell you where to sit. And if they don't want you in the place at all, they can tell you can't be in the place. Time moves on. 1939, Montreal. He had three friends. Fred Christie, black guy. Another friend of his, black. Another friend of his, white. And every time the Habs were in town playing a home game, these guys would go to the game. But before they went to the game, they'd go to a pub around the corner from the Montreal Forum called the York Tavern and have a couple of beers, right? The Forum closed down for renovations. Then it reopens. When they went in the Forum, they noticed, wow, there's a branch of the York Tavern open now in the forum. So off they went. They happy, these three guys, and they went and they sat down. And the best part of the story is when they put, get this, 2 quarters on the table and asked for a round of beer. Right? I can imagine. Then things go downhill. The wait staff comes along and says, "We don't serve Negroes here." Well, Fred Christie went up to the bar and he asked the people at the bar whether he could get service or not. Nope, no Negroes served here. In the end, things got a little out of hand. Fred wanted the police called, right? Tables got overturned, some beer got spilled, police came. Anyway, the matter went through the court system and went right to the Supreme Court of Canada. At the Supreme Court of Canada, the Chief Justice said, "You know what? Fred Christie expects us to have sympathy for his cause. But the fact of the matter is, he was the author of his own misfortune. He didn't have to cause the ruckus that resulted in the police coming." And you know what else they did? What they did in the court? They made sure that Fred Christie paid costs of the case. So we move on. In 1946, we all know the story of Viola Desmond. Right? And I'm not going to get into her story. But the Viola Desmond story takes place right at the edge of change. In 1948, the United Nations approves the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's just words, really, on paper, right? But the goal here was to get countries that signed that Universal Declaration to bring it home and write their own legislation that would support those bare words. In Ontario, by 1962, we had the Ontario Human Rights Code. And for the first time, well, there were a few bits and pieces of legislation, but let's not get into those. But for the first time, really, people were able to go to the law to say, it's illegal. You can't deny me a job. It's illegal. You can't do this, you can't do that, right? You can't omit me, tell me I can't be in a theater or a restaurant for the first time, right? Thing is, as we know, that too, the code, is a piece of paper. It is a piece of paper so long as we don't insist on enforcing it. The years move on. Those are some of the giants whose shoulders we stand on, but the years move on. And of course, we know the struggle continues in full force. And one of the most recent examples of that is the struggle that was waged at the Peel District School Board. The Peel District School Board was the third board to be reviewed because of the actions and the advocacy of Black parents. The Toronto District School Board, going back about 5 years ago or so, the York Region District School Board, just after that, and then last year, the Peel Board. But what made things different at Peel was this is the first time that the minister, as he mentioned earlier on, appointed a supervisor in place of the Board of Trustees to ensure that decisions that he'd made about what should take place at that board would take place, that they would be implemented, right? It's the first time in Ontario that has happened. And that is down to your local heroes in Peel. It's down to Kathy McDonald. It's down to Noka Daku. It's down to Kola. It's down to Idris. It's down to local people, your local new heroes, who resulted in that happening. And let me tell you about some of the things that were won by those people in this struggle. We identified that the numbers of Black kids being suspended in that board were more than twice the number of other kids who were being suspended. The minister's directives demand that within a certain period of time, there be no race-based distinction in suspension. So in other words, if a white kid's being suspended, a black kid's being suspended, a white kid's being suspended. But there'd be no disproportion. As well as that, in programs, in school programs, as we know, black kids predominate in applied programs. And their numbers are lower proportionally in academic programs. The minister's directive says that's got to end. And within 4 years, there can be no race-based distinction in who is enrolled in various levels of program within the board. The same thing is true with respect to special education. And the same thing is true with respect to those marvelous enrichment programs that the Peel District School Board has, but that are predominantly available to all other kids in the board other than black kids. So that has to change too. So the good news here is that this is not just paper that is being written on. Kathy's still there. Noka's still there. And not only that, but we have a director of a board, a black woman who is one of the most accomplished people you can imagine, as well as a supervisor, people who are dedicated to and making sure that these things actually happen. But here I want to finish up by saying this, right? You can't leave the work to only to Kathy and Noka and to the director and the supervisor. You have to be vigilant, right? Nobody is going to look after your child more than you are. You can't leave the responsibility to look after our children to people who you don't even know. So daily vigilance, not only with respect to your own child, but with respect to, and this is one of the beautiful things that happened at the Peel Board. When people were involved last year in working for change, they were each involved on behalf of the whole community. That when you're in there asking questions about what's going on in classrooms, when you're in there asking and demanding that there be answers, you're doing so for your child, but you're doing so at the same time for the whole community. And so that's what I think we have to look forward to from now on is continued vigilance. This time really to finish, I got to tell you, the example of what happened in Peel is being picked up elsewhere. Just last week, the Toronto District School Board produced a report on how it's dealing with anti-Black racism. And I'm telling you, I've never seen a report like that come out of that board. It's so courageous. And watch the news, because there's another report coming out in another board in the next week or so that I've taken a look at. And I'm telling you, it is a blockbuster. It is an absolute blockbuster. So the work that you people did in Peel is catching on elsewhere. Congratulations on that. Keep going. Thanks very much.
And thank you so much, Pat, for that. And thank you for that message of the importance of parents to be involved in their children's education. If you take away nothing else from your keynote. So thank you so much for that.
And thank you for having me here again.
Yeah, definitely. We all have to be involved, and don't be scared to go in. If there's something you do not like, you see a report card and you're thinking, well, maybe that's not my child. Okay, so what are you going to do about it? Go into school. Say, hey, I see that, you gave him a 60. Last year, he got a 75. What's the difference here? Talk to your students, talk to anybody, be vigilant, be that person to advocate for them. So thank you so much, sir.
And Charles, can I just add, if all else fails, you find out who your trustee is.
That's right.
We work for you.
There we go. Yeah. Well, thank you, sir, so much.
Thank you.
Pat. I think Pat is frozen. Pat, are you there? All right, let me take her back in and bring her back on. Pat.
I'm here.
There you go. We can hear you. The beauty of live streaming of the internet. But before we move on, we'd like to thank our sponsor for that segment. Go ahead, Pat. A Supreme.
A Supreme Foundation. We want to thank you for sponsoring our guest speaker tonight. A Supreme Foundation provides excellence in senior care. They host workshops, seminars on topic impacting seniors. They advocate against all type of elder abuse. They offer subsidized in-home program. As well, they educate seniors to live independently. And during this week, they have been donating food baskets to the community. So everyone at a Supreme Foundation, great job. Thank you for the support to Peel United Cultural Partners.
Yes, thank you to A Supreme for our sponsor. Yes, thank you so much, A Supreme, for our sponsor for that segment. All right, we're going to get back into our program. We're going to show you a couple of entertainers and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Here we go.
But
On behalf of the Chandler Kishore family, we want to thank you boys and girls for participating in the essay competition this 17th year. True Peel United Culture Partners, we do appreciate your writing.
The winners for the 2021 Black History Essay Competition, first place goes to Mana Khan from El Dorado Public School. Your prize money will be delivered to you as arranged.
During Black History Month and beyond, we encourage our students to engage in writing stories, writing songs, writing poems. And one day, hopefully, you too can become a writer. Next year, hopefully, we will intentionally engage other community partners so that students from the Black community can continue to engage in writing. Please remind your friends and family members to encourage others to write and participate. Thank you once again for participating in Black History Competition 2021. Have a blessed day.
Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast on the journey to the somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting. Years of dreams just can't be wrong. Arms will open wide, I'll be safe and wanted finally home where I belong. Well, starting now, I'm learning fast on this journey to the until I find you. One step at a time, one hope then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, on to find my future, things my heart still needs to know. Yes, let this be a sign, let this road be mine, let it lead me to my past and bring me home at
Wow, absolutely fantastic. I have to give both of those ladies a big yes, those were fantastic. Our first performer was Cassandra. She did an awesome job. And then the last performer was Olivia. She just finished. So fantastic. Give them both a big round of applause one more time. Kathy, we have talent in Brampton, okay?
Absolutely.
Like, there we go. That was fantastic. Powerful voice. Both of them did an awesome job. Like, you know.
Yep.
Way
And
to
I
go.
agree with Marcia when she says this is like Broadway right here in Brampton.
Yeah, it's like they did a fantastic job. We have talent, and I have to give it up for Pat. She always brings different avenues together of different talent, of different age, to make it always exciting. So congratulations, that was a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Beautiful one more time. Okay, this is what I love about my job. It is giveaway time. All right, we have some giveaways. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to ask you a question, and I need the first person to type it into the chat, the correct answer, okay, will win the first prize. When you get it, when I see it, I will pop it up on screen, the first person I see, okay? So make sure you type it in properly, and it depends on your device. It might come in second or third, but it's whoever I see that comes into me first, I will pop it on screen. So, Kathy, what is our first prize?
Our first prize is a $25 Visa gift card.
Oh, Visa Visa gift card. Gas, Amazon, food. All right. So let me go into my chats. Let me make sure I'm at the bottom. Okay, Kathy. First question. If everybody is ready, make sure put a smiley face in the chat so I see you guys are all ready. Put smiley faces in the chats so I know you're ready for the game. You can put smiley faces so I see you guys are all ready. And then we'll go with our first question. Here we go. Okay, I see smiley faces. All right, they're ready. Oh, there's more smiley faces. Okay, so they're ready. Go ahead, Kathy.
Okay, so the first question is, what's the name of the first Fairness Commissioner in Canada?
Okay, go ahead. Read it one more time.
What's the name of the first Fairness Commissioner in Canada? She was on our show inspiring us with her words of wisdom. That's a big hint.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Yeah.
Do we have a winner right there? Kathy, do we have a winner?
Yes, I see MK8.
There you go.
Can you reach out to you on your Facebook?
So that is actually coming in from Twitch. That person is watching on Twitch. So we will get back to you. That is coming in from Twitch. All right. Congratulations right there. That's our first prize.
Charles, that's like Greek to me. So I'm assuming you know how to get that to the person. Okay. I am Twitter and Facebook. That's about it. Okay.
All right. All right. All right. Let me go. Good thing I wrote these down because you're switching the orders on me. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Next question we have for this amazing book set. We have 5 books in it. And the question is, what school board was Patrick Case a trustee for?
All right. Put it in. What school board? We don't want his name. We want to know what board. Everybody's putting in Patrick Case. No, we want to know what board.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a winner. I see it right there. TDSB. Congratulations. That is correct. Toronto District School Board. That is correct. We will write down your name. Get down her name, Kathy.
Yes, I have her name.
All right.
And I know the books will be well loved.
All right. There you go. There you go. All right. So we got 2 down. 2 more gifts to go.
So now we have a surprise gift certificate. Oh,
hold on. Let me go ahead. Let me refresh. Make sure it's fair for everybody. All right. Go ahead, Kathy.
Okay. So we have a surprise gift certificate. And this is if the first person to tell me what was the name of the couple, the African-American couple that invented the home security system in 1966. So any ODT users or, you know, anybody with the cameras, closed circuit TV, closed circuit cameras, this powerhouse couple in 1966.
Go ahead.
Patent was granted in 1969.
All right, go ahead. You can read that question one more time. I'll give people an opportunity to Google. Wait. Hold on. Did I have a winner already? Hold on. Let me see. Here, I have one. Hold on. I think I have a winner. Where'd it go? Hold on. I think this. Oh, he won already though. I can't give it to you, my friend. I know you. That is the right answer, but I can't do that. So who else is next? All right, here we go. I see this one. Is this right?
Yes.
There we go.
That's right. Marie and Albert Brown.
Hey, I know. I see. McKay 8 had the right answer first, but you already got a gift, so I can't give it to you again.
Okay.
But congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations to Rochelle.
All right, here we go.
Okay, and our final is this wonderful basket full of lots of yummy chocolates. It's too big to go on the screen. So, I mentioned before the name of an African-American scientist that is credited for key work on the coronavirus vaccine. Can you tell me her name, please?
Ooh. Go ahead. Repeat that one more time, Kathy.
So, the name of an African-American scientist that is credited for key work on the coronavirus vaccine.
Wow. Google must be slow because no
man. We have very good attentive students. I mentioned the name of this amazing individual.
Nothing's coming in yet. They must be searching. Oh, some people are coming in now. You know something? I will give it to this person. I think this is right. Hold on. Here it comes. Let me see. Is that right, Kathy?
Yes, that's right.
There you go. On YouTube, watching us on YouTube. Congratulations.
Okay, on YouTube? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we're actually, once it's done, if you want to put your information, can we find you on YouTube? Make sure that your handles or information is in there on YouTube so we can find it. To all the winners that's there, if you can't get a hold of it, is there a cultural number we can give them, Kathy?
Number to call?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give them, they can call me at 905-796-8163.
All right. And we know who the winners are, so nobody else don't call and go, I won, because we know who the winners are. Well, congratulations to everybody. Congratulations. All right.
Oh, yeah. And sorry, Charles, I just want to know that I actually saw one of the little babies, that like a caravan baby. Rochelle is one of the winners. So it was so nice. Yeah, she's another big woman too.
All right. So let's continue right into our program. We have coming up a live performance coming up right now with my good friend, Jay Harmony Davis. Let's bring Jay. Jay, where's Jay? Jay, what's going on?
Not very much. You guys are having a lot of fun over there. Hi, Kathy, Audrey, Pat. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're good. Can you turn your volume up a little bit?
Sure. Okay. 1, 2. Can you hear me any better?
Yes, just a little bit more. We want to make sure that we're all dancing and hearing you correctly.
Right. Yes. Get ready.
All right, there we go. The floor is yours. Let's go.
Thank you very much. Yes, so this is for all those that have passed on, that have served so well for us and paved the way, and to let us know that we are special people, we're powerful people. So here's to us. Because we're people keep talking about it. We just won't stand here in silence. Can't stop the fire from rising. Oh, people, don't you be afraid. So many innocent slain. This is the measure for pain. Malcolm told me, hurrying in his way. Everything but beautifully made. And powerful, there's so much strength in you and me. Powerful, a breath away from victory. I'm mad, you mad, we matter. I'm mad, you mad, we matter. I see a colorful future where skin don't define any human, and stars are the only thing shooting. Whoa. Mothers will bury their child. How can we sit here and hide? Change come when all make us stand up. Martin's speech still echoes in my brain. Every shade was beautifully made. And I was full. There's so much strength in you and me. I was full. A breath away from victory. Oh, I'm mad, you mad, we matter. Oh, I'm mad, you mad, we matter. Oh, powerful. Oh, powerful. There's so much strength in you and me. I was a breath away from victory. Oh, I'm mad, you mad, we mad. Oh, I'm mad, you mad, we mad. Oh, now we're going to celebrate. Are you guys ready? Let's celebrate. Well, celebrate all that has come before us. Are you ready? I'm over the world. Do you know who you are? Come on, lift up your voice. Come on, y'all, come on. Hey, hey, hey. We are a chosen generation. We've been called to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. Say we are a chosen generation. We've been called to show His excellence. All I require God has given me, and I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. When He says I'm at. Oh, I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. When He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm working in miracles. I live my life for favor. Oh, I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm working in miracles. I live my life for favor. Oh, I know who I am. Take a look at me, I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you do now. The sea is flowing. Oh, I know who I am. Take a look at me, I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. The sea is flowing. Oh, I know who I am. Say, we are a chosen generation, and we come forth to show His excellence. All we require for life, God has given us, and we know who we are. Come on, sing with me now. We are a chosen generation. We've been called to show His excellence. All we require for it, God has given us, and we know who we are. I know who God says I am. What He said I am. Do you know who you are? Hey, I know who I say. I know who knows. Hey, oh, what He said I am. Oh, what He said I am. I know. Oh, I'm a working miracle. I had my favor. Oh, I know who I am. I'm working in power. I'm working miracles. I live my life for favor. Because I know who I am. Come on, everyone sing. Hey, I know who I am. Everybody sing. Come on. Oh, if you know who you are, lift your hands and sing the love. Oh, say you know who you raise your hands. Cause you know who you are. Oh yeah. I'm a wonder. And I know who I am. They call me a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. The sea is flowing. Oh, I know. If your hands are and you're going out and you're coming in. Declare it. Come on. And I'm gonna sing. Declare it. You know who you are. You're coming to a wonder. And you don't know what you see now. The sea is flowing. Cause I know who I am. Take a look at me, I'm a wonder.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
All right. You can see Jay. She performs, and that's her studio during COVID. You know, if you want to see performances, she's always performing. Log on to her Facebook and you can catch her. Thank you, Jay. We'll see you next time. Yes, great show by Jay Harmony Davis. Now, we're going to keep the show going. I know a lot of you is dancing and jamming, but I want to hear some beats. So let's bring him on right now. Hello, sir.
Greetings.
How you doing?
Yes, one love, man. One love. You can hear me good?
I can hear you fantastic. We can get the essence going. I could see you're burning some essence there, getting us in the mood. I am ready. Before we start, though, give us some teaching background. What are you going to play on right now?
All right. Well, greetings, I want to send my greetings to each and everyone out there, far and wide. We can't see each other in person, so we just have to connect on a spiritual level. You know, understand? You have to connect through the heart and through the vibes, through the incense and through the sound, word, sound, and power. So that's what the drum is for, right? So this drum here is our original drum. It's a djembe. This drum was gifted to me by one of my uncles, you know, after performing at a festival one year, you know, and it's a special drum to me, you know. So it have our colors of our people, red, gold, and green. You know, the red, gold, and green is the Pan-African colors, also known as Rasta colors, because it originally come from Ethiopia, but these colors represent all Black people all over the world, because we scattered near and far, but we are one, because we
All
come
right.
from one source, see?
So
So this is what the ice, gold, and green represent. So, you know, the djembe here today, we're going to share a little bit of some music with you to bless up each and every one and to give thanks for, you know, another year surviving all the things that we survive as a people. And right now, the whole world going through the things where we as Black people know we've been going through a long time. So right now, everybody Black and everybody feeling it. You understand? So, you know what I mean? We give thanks for the ancestors that survived through all things and give us the strength to survive through all things. And this drum, this music, this culture, give us strength to keep us going. So we'll play a little something, you know what I mean, to give thanks. We have some incense burning, some frankincense to give thanks for the ancestors and them. So we go start off with a little, you know, chanting and
all right.
heartbeat rhythm. See it?
Yes, let's go. Here we go.
God knows it all pass on in the rain.
We are back live. For some reason, we lost connection with our performer. So hopefully he can connect back and we can bring him back on, but we lost connection there. So hopefully he can connect back. That's the thing about live streaming. Things happen, but we're just going to keep moving. So we want to thank him so much for coming on. Give him a big round of applause. And hopefully he can reconnect with us and bring us back on. So let's bring back everybody back to the show. All right. Let me see. Pat is sideways. Pat, switch your phone over. There we go. We can get Pat, and we can get, there we go. Jackie, is she there? There's Jackie.
What? Okay,
Fiona,
okay,
let me
happened?
Fiona, is Fiona's camera on? Let's get Lucinda. There we go. Is everybody there?
What happened to the camera?
Marine,
I don't know what happened to my camera. It went funny.
There we go.
What happened?
There we go. We can see everybody.
Lucinda. Sideways. Pat, put your phone over.
We're gonna get Pat back on when she switches her phone over. Hi, ladies. How you guys doing?
Jackie.
I'm hearing a feedback from somebody. Someone else has a camera on. Just turn off. Make sure you don't have another camera on while you're on.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so Kathy, I'll leave it up to you before we go. You can introduce everybody while I figure out whose camera is on and who's giving us the feedback.
Okay, sure. This is our amazing team. We have Marjorie Taylor, Marva Hemmings, Maureen McAllister, Lucinda, and Lucinda is also our historian of the group. We have Fiona, our entertainer, and Pat also in entertainment. And Jackie's going to do the vote of thanks, and we have Marva, the president of United Achievers Club. And we have Congress ladies. Maureen McAllister has been in Congress for quite a few years, and just a great bunch of ladies to work with. And this is truly a labor of love. But to do our vote of thanks is going to be our very own amazing Jackie Maloney.
All right. Now, before we do that, Jackie, Marlene, I think your phone is the one that's giving us feedback. So make sure there's no other system that's on. All right, Jackie, the floor is yours. Unmute yourself, Jackie. You're on mute. Unmute yourself. She's still on mute. Jackie, unmute. Okay, Jackie is still muted. Unmute, Jackie. Let's add Lucinda there. Lucinda. There we go. Lucinda's on. I can see you now, Lucinda.
There.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Saying you're still muted.
Go ahead. You're good.
I'm not muted.
No, go ahead. You just muted yourself, Jackie. Unmute yourself. Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, well, this has been an awesome show from the very beginning. And we want to thank, can you hear me? Look up your phone. You can hear him on your phone. There's the feedback.
All right. While she's figuring that out, we just let you know, Jackie, we can hear you. Just go ahead and say what you're saying. Don't worry about all the other stuff. I will control it. We can hear you. Go ahead. Just talk. Go ahead, Jackie.
You're not muted anymore. Hello?
Yes, Jackie, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I figured it out. It's done. It's done. We can hear you. Okay. Great. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Tell that person with tell that person with
show. Now difficulties has been because of COVID. We have to do a virtual concert this year, but we all did it. Unmute the TV and find out if they can hear. We have a team who work on this phenomenal virtual concert.
Okay, tell that person with All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take her off for a second. We're gonna unmute everybody else just to let you guys know, Jackie, we can hear you. Okay, whoever else has the phone, tell them to move away from you because it's giving us the feedback, but we can hear you loud and clear. So I don't know if it's your husband or your daughter that has the phone. We can hear you. So tell them to move away and then try it again, okay? This is the beauty of live stream. Here we go.
Great. Black History Month. Go to Jean Augustine. We are so proud of her. Also, Patrick Case for the amazing message that he brought to this team. And I hope that our young people, our listeners were listening to the message that he sent. Never put the light behind her on camera. We want to thank the drummer. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors. Please support the people advertise for your real estate need. Angela Williams, give him a call. For the best chicken wings in Brampton, Yao Wings, visit him. If you don't want to cook any day, or if you want to even go tomorrow, go to Yao Wings, and they have the best pizza and the best Indian food in Brampton. Also, we have a renovation. Peter at Reno, you can give him a call, and he'll do your kitchen reno, reface, whatever you need, tiling, hardwood floor, laminate floor, give him a call. And for A Supreme Foundation, they're doing an excellent work with seniors in our community. You can visit their website at asupremefoundation.com and check out the work that they're doing for seniors in their home. Also, if you know of any senior who need a basket, a gift basket, fruit basket. Please give all, and they will deliver a fruit basket to the seniors' home. Our team for putting this together: Pat Challenger Braid, Lucy Slowly, Marjorie Taylor, Martha Hemming, Kathy McDonald, Pat Chase, Maureen McAllister, Fiona, not leaving anyone out, and of course, our host, Charles Matthew, the best host in Canada. There's no one else like you, Charles.
Thank you so much.
Our virtual audience for just this evening on our 20th celebration. But not forgetting the people who were here in the beginning. I said earlier, there's two other groups that were published when we started, just over 21 years, almost 21 years ago. We were all doing our own thing for Black History Month, and we decided to come together as one. The Cicero Club, Pennsylvania, he's one of Trailblazer, Meredith Johnston, Vinetta Bryant, Veronica Lee in the Crown, myself, and so many more, Maureen McAllister, Marjorie, who brought this group together as one, under one umbrella to celebrate. And we had to search for the name Peel United Cultural Partners. We had to check to ensure that no one else was using the name. And we had our faxes out, and when the result came back, there was no one using the name, and the name Peel United Cultural Partner was born. So congratulations to all the Trailblazer. Thank you all for a lovely, lovely evening. And the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Jackie. You got through it. We did it. Give a round of applause to Jackie. Great job, Jackie. We did it. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us. But listen, we are not ending it there. We can't finish it without us having some fun. So let me see if I can bring this on. Let me see if we can get Pat back on the screen. Is everybody on the screen? Marine, Lucinda. Where's Lucinda? There she is. Let's get Lucinda on the screen. And let's see if we can do this right here. And then we're going to Okay, now, there we go. I don't care where you are that you're facing us. I want to see everybody dancing. We're going to play some music. If you want to stay and dance with us before we close it out, then go right ahead. But thank you, ladies, for a job well done. Give you guys a big round of applause. And if you guys are ready, here we go. Let's have some fun and dance it out. Great job, everybody. Great job. You guys look fantastic. Give yourselves a big round of applause before we go. You guys did awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We had over 155 people steady live watching. So thank you to all of our guests. Can we give all of our guests that were watching a big round of applause, ladies? That was awesome. Thank you so much. Be safe. We will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.